From across the pond, this is Off the Record with Big C.
This is Big C. Thank you very much, Shaggy. This is Off the Record, and I think it's episode 160. I should have that to hand, actually. I suppose I was in a bit of a rush earlier on, but we're in series something or other, and it's episode something or other in that series. Series 6, okay, and it's probably around 20, 29 or 30 or something, I don't know. But anyway, I think it's 160 overall, which is, 160 more than I expected ever to do, so we're all good. Stinky Pete is not with me today on the podcast, as he is travelling the world again. He's in Oman this time.
Does anyone know where Oman is?
No.
Excellent. That's okay.
No, I don't. I'm hoping that Stinky Pete knows, because otherwise
he could pilot at least.
Addis Ababa or something. I don't know. Does anyone know where that is?
As long as the pilot knows, he'll be fine.
Indeed, yeah. So he does travel the world. He's selling things or teaching things, isn't he?
Yeah, he teaches.
Never really get to grips.
He teaches management technique and that sort of thing.
Okay, all right. Is Oman one of those places where you can't drink alcohol?
I've got absolutely no idea. I know it's in the Middle East. I don't know any more than that. I suspect it probably is, because there's only one or two places where you can.
Yeah, okay, all right. Well, in Stinky Pete's absence, you've already heard him talking. We have his younger brother, Jazzy Geoff, who's back with us once again. And he's going to fill in Stinky Pete's shoes, which are probably quite large.
Now, they're smaller than mine.
Really?
Yeah. Big man, small feet. You know what they say about big men with small feet?
Yeah, big shoes.
Small shoes, yeah.
Right, oh, okay. Okay, well, fair enough. Well, thanks for stepping in again today. That's excellent. And we are going to go back to the old school. Now, I've done a few of these, obviously. Stinky Pete's done a few. You have not done one of these yourself, a chart. And to be fair, and to be honest, we were going to have an Elvis special today with Jackie Martin, who's a big Elvis fan, and I thought it'd be good to include her, and she was really up for it, but circumstances meant late last night she had to withdraw from it, so we've rescheduled that one for a couple of weeks' time, I think. So Elvis has, for tonight at least, left the building. Yes. So he'll be back in a couple of weeks on the 23rd, and we'll do that. So in the meantime, we're going charts. So Jazzy Geoff has had the taskette of finding a chart from yesteryear in the UK. This isn't one of these sort of Oman charts or anything like that. This is a UK chart from, I don't know what the year's going to be, and he's going to run through song by song in the top 40, maybe with some extras at the start, I don't know. And I'm going to try my very best, try my damnedest to remember who actually recorded the singles that he mentioned that are in the chart. So have you got anything to tell me about the year? Like, have you got any clues for the year, maybe?
Do I tell you the year now, or do I have to?
Well, unless you've got any clues for the year. Like,
well, I have got a clue. Given where I thought I'd try and be clever with this, which never works.
No.
It's beyond my ability, really. I thought I'll pick a year where I probably listened to the radio an awful lot that year. So I picked the year that I took my A-levels.
All right, okay.
Okay, so because I thought to myself, Easter time, which it would have been this sort of time of year, I would definitely have been at home studying diligently, for my A-levels, and therefore I would have been listening to the radio and knowing all the stuff that was going on. Thought that works. That would be a great idea, Jeff. What a fantastic idea. Clearly, I played my records rather than listening to the radio, having done it. But I have picked that year. Any idea what year that would be?
Well, I can only guess that it would be. Well, I'm thinking I did my A-levels in 78. So you must be. Were you the year younger than me or two? We're 79 or 80 then, isn't it?
Yeah, 80. I was going to go for 80, but I didn't know any of them. So I went for 79.
All right, okay.
So we are this week.
We kept it in the 70s. That's
We
good.
kept it. We are this week in 1979. Yeah, the year that I was not revising for my A levels and clearly not least of the radio either. So that's where we are.
It is weird to think when I said at the start, have you got any clues? Like, and I was going to say like Margaret Thatcher came into power that year or something like that. And who would have thought it? That's exactly the year that you've chosen.
It is.
Anyone, but I didn't say that on air, so no one's going to
No, you
believe
didn't,
it.
and
But
you
that's
didn't
what I
say
was thinking.
pre-air. There was no
No, no, I had
conniving.
no idea. So that's interesting. Okay, it's 1979. That was the
1979.
first year, first vote, I suppose I had, wasn't it? I suppose I would have been.
Yeah, I would have thought you did your A levels in 77, but okay, you must know better than me.
Well, I did my O levels in '76. I remember it was a blistering hot summer.
Yeah,
So it would have been 2 years later. It would have been in
yeah,
'78.
yeah.
And then I started work at the beginning of '79.
You didn't go to university.
I
You did.
didn't go to university. No,
Got
I'm
a
not
proper job
clever
and
enough.
everything.
Not clever enough for that. So, yeah, I went straight into, by virtue of my dear old dad, I'm sure he had something to do with it. I got into the Civil Aviation Authority, and yeah, I was in there for like 22 years or so.
Wow,
Which, to be fair, even though I was made redundant in the end in 2001, I am getting pension from that as we speak. So,
brilliant. Lord
thank,
bless them.
yeah, you got to love them. They do a good pension as well. So,
Do a good job
it's
as
all
well.
good. It's all good.
So how do we
Okay.
do this? I give you clues, you pick them, and then we move on. Is that the way it works?
Yeah, what have you got anything below you got the top 40, I assume?
Well, I've got the top 40. I could give you a couple of starters just to get you in the
Starter,
mood.
starter for 10.
Okay, go on. Let's have a starter for 10. This is number 47. Last week, number 31. 9 weeks in the charts, peaked at number one.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay.
Yes.
So we do the band, or do so? If I clue the band and you get and you choose the thing, is that the way this works?
No, it normally do the song title, and I would guess the band. It was a number one. Um,
Okay.
it should be fairly obvious to me. So this would be a
Okay.
nice starter, nice easy starter for 10.
Fantastic. Okay. So when something awful happens, it's a
Calamity. It's
rhymes with.
rhymes with calamity.
Yeah.
Rhymes with calamity. Okay. What we need an opposite of cat clue for me here, I think.
It was covered by. Golly, I can't remember who it was covered by. Boyzone. Did they cover it many years later?
Oh,
Might have
really?
been Boyzone. That would have been. That would have been right up the street of the actual name of the song.
Oh, and it was number one, you said.
It was a number one. I don't know how long. It was 9 weeks in the charts. So I don't know how long it was number one for.
No. Well, okay. Well, to be fair, I think if you gave me the song title, I can tell you the artist.
I think you
That's what
probably
we nor-
definitely could.
That's what we normally do throughout the chart. It's a song title on that, but it's just
Oh,
for
and
these.
you can and you guess the artist.
And I
Okay,
guess the artist, but that, I
all right.
mean, this one's obviously quite an obvious one. If you
It's
want to go
incredibly
for
obvious.
a
Okay, I'll
less
give you
obvious
the
one to kick
I'll
off,
give you the song title just for a giggle.
yeah, go on then.
Tragedy.
It's a tragedy, yeah. Does it rhyme with calamity? That's
Well,
like,
E. It's got an E at the
oh,
end.
it's got an no, and the cover was by Steps.
Oh, was it even
Yeah,
worse?
and it was pretty awful too. It's one of those meaningless covers, you know. If you're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
do a
yeah, yeah, yeah.
cover, and do something with it.
Okay, let's
Apart from
try that. I've got the hang
destroy
of
it.
this now. Right, here's the song title. Number 44, going
And
up.
it was the Bee Gees, by the way. I didn't
It
say
was the
that.
Bee Gees. You're absolutely right. The Heepies. Last week was number 51. 3 weeks in the chart. This is the highest position it got. Something's cooking in the kitchen.
Oh, blimey.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah. See, this is more like it. Never heard of this. Something's cooking in the kitchen, and it only peaked at number
44.
44. So it didn't even make the top 40. So it wouldn't have been read out in the. Oh, was it too
Do,
late
do,
for me?
do, 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 do,
Playgrounds.
do. Not
There's
read out by the fluff.
not read out by the Fluff or Tom Brown on a Sunday night, whatever. You remember him?
I do. Um, Very famous lady. Oh, there you go. That gave a
There was
clue,
a
didn't it?
clue.
A
It's a
very famous lady.
something
Won
cooking in
Eurovision.
British, American.
No.
Neither of those.
What? She's not American.
No, British or American.
No, neither of those.
Neither of those. So we're talking a non-British, non-American, well-known female singer from Europe, though I assume. Oh,
One,
you're not.
one. Huh?
Is it Europe?
Yes.
Something's cooking in the kitchen.
Won Eurovision many years before.
One Eurovision.
I think she's dead
Ghana?
now. Yeah, Donna.
Is she dead?
I think she is dead. Didn't she die over COVID time?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I
But
would
I
look it
think
up, but that would mean I might cheat, so I'm not going to do
no,
that.
Colin,
I,
you would
I
never
wasn't
cheat.
aware. I wasn't aware that she'd passed away from Ireland. She won it for Ireland, didn't she?
She did
Eurovision.
run it for Ireland, for the Southern Republic thereof.
All kinds of
Era.
everything.
What a lovely little tune that was.
It's not a bad tune, is
It's
it?
not a
I'll tell
bad
you who's a
tune.
big fan of Eurovision is Jackie Martin.
Is she
And we
really?
Yeah, she's a big Eurovision fan. Probably has parties and dresses up and stuff.
I got,
That's around this time of the year. It's not
it
long away.
is. We're close. I
So
don't know
yeah, we
what
had
we're
a
bothering, but we're
Eurovision
close.
special. Was that last year or the year before? And we talked over all the songs, our favourites from that year's songs. And yeah,
Excellent.
maybe one day we'll do it again.
There's a place for Eurovision. That's just not the one in my life.
Yeah, okay. There's a
Uh,
place for you. Is it the
right.
toilet?
Did what?
Is it the toilet? The
The
place for
toilet,
it?
the place for Eurovision. I think it used to be really good. I think it's now just become an event rather than a musical thing. But there we go.
It
Right, should we
is.
hit the top 40?
Yeah, go on, top 40.
Okay, number 40.
Yeah.
4 weeks in the chart.
Yes.
Last week, number 38.
Yeah.
Peaked at number 38.
Oh,
Now at number 40, on the way down.
yes.
Let's fly away.
Let's fly away. Okay. And I would tell you this actually from the ones that we normally do. The lower reaches are generally a little bit harder than the top ones. And they'd probably come in at 40 and drop out like maybe this one did. Let's fly away. So I'm already thinking I'm struggling on this one. It doesn't shine. No light bulbs are shining on me. Well, they
The
are.
ones further up do get easier.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Let's fly away. Is this a female singer again?
I have absolutely no
No
idea
idea.
at all. I imagine it's a band.
Okay.
In fact, I think it definitely is a band.
Okay. It could be male, it could be female in the band, and it could be both.
Think I'm dragging my memory here. I think they were a female-led band, pop band.
Mm.
I think.
Mm.
But you'll tell me I'm a complete idiot in a minute.
When I hear what it is.
And
I
you
might
will
need,
definitely have heard of them.
I might need a further clue though.
Okay. If you go on holiday, sometimes you might go on one of these.
Well,
And you'd pronounce it differently.
if you go on holiday, you might go on one of these. Well,
You could talk about going on holiday as going on one of these, but you would pronounce it differently.
going on. Is this like going on the thing that you travel on, or is this going on another word
It's
for the vacation or
the
a trip?
the event of the thing that you travel on is what it's talking about. Back in the old days, when you went from here to the United States, you would go on a
Plane?
no, not the thing, the event.
That's not the thing you said. You'd go on a trip. You'd go
Oh,
on
something like a trip,
a voyage.
a voyage.
Is that them? Voyage. I have heard of them.
Voyage.
Yeah.
Voyage.
I don't know that song, but Funnily enough, I did after the show today on CBW Radio. I had the Afternoon Delights bit, and that was running through probably till about 4 o'clock. And I did an 80s playlist.
Brilliant.
I played of. Now I actually am talking nonsense. I've just realised the song was Voyage. It was
Okay.
Voyage. Do you remember Desireless?
Yes.
Yes. Well, that was the hit I was playing. But that
Okay.
is this one. But I got it right anyway.
You did. You did. Well, there you
Voyage
go.
or Voyage.
Voyage. I think they might have been like a disco-y.
They sound disco-y, but then
They
again,
do
it's
sound disco-y, but
1979.
whether they're English American or something, I do not know.
They sound European, don't they?
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
actually. They do sound
That's
European.
how it's pronounced, but yeah, okay.
Okay, right. You might get this one. Peaks at last week number 42, peaks at number 39, which is where we are today. 4 weeks in the charts. Imagination.
Imagination.
As far as I can remember, it's their second hit, and really, it was the second of two. I mean, they had loads, but only 2 of them were proper hits.
Is this? You're giving me a lot more info than Pete does. You wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that because it's disco. Is it Imagination?
It's not disco. This one.
No, it's not Imagination then. Links.
No. That was later. That was 1982-ish.
And this is called Imagination.
This song is called Imagination. I can tell you what sort of style it is if you like.
Go on, tell me.
It's doo-wop. It's rock and roll, rockabilly doo-wop.
And it's is it a band?
Yep.
Rockabilly doo-wop. Around that time, I'm thinking of a particular band, but I don't remember this song title. And the one I'm thinking of is Darts.
No. There's
Doo-wop.
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 words in the title
Of the band.
of the band.
Blimey. Is there an and the in there as well then?
There is. There's an and the in the middle.
So there's only 3 words I'm looking for, really. I'm
Yeah.
the main person.
And it isn't
and the
Buddy
name of the
Holly
band.
and the Crickets,
Or-
but it's something of that nature.
Like Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. It can't
That's
be
the
that.
sort of thing, but it's not them
That's
either.
too many. Oh no.
I think this is the second style of this band. I think it was the band and something, and then they changed their name to the band and something else. The guy and something else. There you go. Another clue I should have given.
Imagination, though. No.
What's really annoying is I can't remember what the big hit was, which was their first song. Can't remember what it was at all.
I might remember it. You never know.
You might do.
No, I'm struggling with this one.
Okay. First word is one of Sylvester Stallone's biggest characters.
Rocky Sharp and the Replays.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
You know what the first one was?
Excellent clue. Rocky Sharp and the Replays.
I don't know what their first hit single was. The biggest hit single.
It was probably a cover of something, wasn't it? Rocky Sharp.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember. They were Rocky Sharp and the Razors originally, weren't they?
That I didn't know.
Ah, there we are. They were. Rocky Sharp and the Razors.
Be asking you these questions. I should be asking you. You might know as many as I do.
I very much that. Now, okay, moving on. Number 38.
38, yeah.
Okay. I'm a bit nervous about this.
Oh.
I'm a bit nervous about this because I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. Right, last week, number 15, peaks at number 8.
Yeah.
8 weeks in the charts. Keep on Dancing.
Well, okay. It rules out the original, another song called Keep On Dancing. I mean, I know in 71 time, I think, the Bay City Rollers had I think it was their first hit single was called Keep On Dancing. Keep on dancing, keep on dancing and a prancing. It's not that, obviously.
Yeah,
79.
Maybe I know the proper tune to it.
This must be another disco song with a dancing in it.
I don't know who the band are. I'm a little bit nervous as who they might be, but
Oh,
they're not called what I remember them being at the time. But I've never heard of them.
keep on dancing. No, I'm not doing well with these so far
That's
at all.
okay. They get easier. Okay, clue. You
Yeah.
know the glam rock chappie that we're not allowed to speak about?
Yes. Okay.
Well, that's the first name.
Is this sort of one guy singing?
I no, it's one guy and his mates. If he had his mates in the school playground or in Brixton or in Hackney, what might they be called?
Uh, Rude Boys.
They might be called. You might have a plank of them.
Might have a plank of them.
Yeah.
Wood.
No. On a boat, you might have a plank of them on a boat. If you were
Uh,
a naughty boy, you might have to walk that plank.
walk the plank. Yeah. On
What
a
sort of plank do you walk?
you walk the. Oh God, what's it called?
It's called this.
It's called that. You said it's Gary. It was Gary
Yeah,
or was it
Gary's, yeah.
Gary and his mates?
Okay.
Ga- does
Begins
that
with the
work?
same letter as Gary.
Gary's Gary's gang.
There we go. Gary's gang.
Never heard of them.
What am I? I
But I
don't
got
know whether
there.
they are.
No, I never got there.
They are the leftovers from the Glitter Band.
Glitter bands, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't have
I
thought
don't
so.
know.
Why would they call themselves Gary's gang?
Well,
That would be
79 probably it
dangerous.
hadn't all happened by then, had it?
Well, true. They must have known it was going on, though.
Well, of course they must. Yeah. Of course they must. Right,
Gary's
I've
gang.
never heard of this one, but I suspect you have.
Okay.
Okay, number 37 we're on. Last week, number 44. This is as high as it got. Two
Yeah.
weeks in the charts. Offshore banking business.
I do know this one.
Thought you might.
The members.
Yes. I'm assuming they were a pseudo punk band.
They were like, yes, they were. They did Sound of the Suburbs.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
That's
it was
great
like
song.
it's their only other hit, actually. They had,
Oh,
and it was quite
fantastic song.
it was a great, same old, yeah,
I used to have a compilation tape
Sunday morning.
cassette called The Sound of the
Yeah.
Suburbs.
Yeah, and
It
there's a
got
lot on
that
there.
Pretty in Pink and all that stuff.
It is often on compilations albums because it sort of
Right.
encompasses, the Sound of the Suburbs. It sort of does.
Yeah.
Shore Banking was more of a reggae-fied song. They were talking about
Okay.
Jamaica. Where there's a tax dodge going on. It was quite a political song as well.
Okay.
Offshore banking business, yeah, members.
Good. Never
Nicky
heard of it.
Tesco. I think Nicky Tesco's a singer. I don't think that was his real name. No. Mind you, we got a Morrison, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Him.
Well, there's probably been a few Sainsbury's around.
There's probably been a few
Was Nick
Sainsbury's.
Hayward one of the? Wasn't Nick Hayward something to do with all that lot as well?
Nick Hayward. No. Nick Hayward was in Haircut 100.
Yeah, I know he was, but wasn't he a part of one of Sainsbury's or Tesco's or
Oh, I
one of
don't know.
those?
I'm not sure.
I
Sure.
can't remember whether his dad was something really important. Can't remember now.
Well, anyway, members, offshore banking business.
Fantastic.
Good that I
Okay,
got
you're
one
going to
right.
get this one in a matter of a split second.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Because
Test me on that.
even I would get this one in a matter
Yeah.
of a split second. Okay, number 36 on the way down.
Yes.
9 weeks in the charts.
Yes.
Last week, number 19. Peaks at number 10.
Yes.
Oh, I can't do this.
I need more.
Into the Valley.
Skids.
Hey!
Into the Valley.
Did you,
Yeah,
did you
another
split
great.
that second or not?
I don't know. It was another good record. I love the Skids. Could never understand a word he was singing about, Richard Jobson, to be honest.
She's Scottish.
Yeah, from Dunfermline.
Yeah.
And him and Stuart Adamson
It doesn't help, does it? Was it? I did a shit.
Yeah, Stuart Adamson. Yeah, and then he left Skids to form a big country. He
And
was
then
another
left that.
troubled soul, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Bless
Stuart
him.
Adamson. Great guitarist, though.
Hmm.
I remember
I like.
we bought loads of singles in the late 70s, punk singles. My brother got a load when he was down
I
at
can't see
Southampton.
Alan doing the pogo. I could.
He
Can't.
loved the punk as well. And
Really?
like me, he wasn't into the fashion and
No.
the safety pins or whatever it might be. Um, and he did go to the odd gig, but the Skids, remember having their first EP or first single? It was on a label called No Bad. No
Ooh.
Bad. No
As
Bad
opposed
record.
to good.
As opposed to good. It was No Bad. And they had a song called Charles, which was a great song and much better than the version they put on their debut album. But that's another story. But In at the Valley was their first big hit and their only really big hit.
Excellent. Okay. I
Right.
love this next one. This is a great one. Okay. Straight in at number 35. New in this week. 1 week in the charts.
No
Straight out
problem.
again.
Oh, really? So one of those.
Okay. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. In 79. Hallelujah.
Honestly, don't
It's,
know if this is a band or a duet. Could be either.
it's not an old song then, is it? It's not a cover of
Mate, it could be the Hallelujah chorus for all I know.
could be. All right.
Might be a
Hallelujah.
bit of
Hallelujah.
Handel, bit of Haydn, bit of Mozart. I don't know what it is. Could be a bit of Leonard Cohen. I don't know.
It could be. Well, that in itself, Hallelujah, isn't really getting to me. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it. Okay.
No.
Can I put my vicar's hat on?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. I don't know how good your biblical knowledge is.
Not great, but you
But
know.
when the Israelites were told they could leave Egypt, they were told they could go to a land that was flowing with.
My biblical knowledge isn't that great. Yeah, it's not great. I should probably ask
It's a
Sarah.
phrase.
Shouldn't I?
It's a phrase that's used all the time anyway. Okay, let's do this. Some of it comes out of a cow. Some of it comes out of a bee.
Milk and honey.
There we go. Now,
Okay,
who
yeah.
are milk and honey? Any idea?
They sound again like, I think they are, Milk and Honey, very sort of mundane, pop, disco-y, soul-y
In
kind
the
of
back of
thing.
my mind, they're two people.
Yes.
Like
I
a bit
don't
like
think they're called Milk and Honey, though.
they probably aren't.
I'm guessing.
Um,
Maybe
but in
one's
my
white and
head,
one's black, one's
maybe
brown. I don't know. Maybe that's the way they figured it.
they could be. I can just I don't know. There's something just niggling in the back of my head. That like a boy meets girl type of sort of gig,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, I think you're
There's,
probably right. That's
but
exactly
I
what they
don't know. Okay,
Well, moving on.
we're getting the stuff that you're going to get easily now. So like we're
Good,
going to fly through these.
good.
Okay, number 34. Last week, number 34. Peaked at number 34.
Oh,
5 weeks in the chart. Great song, might I just say.
yeah.
Springsteen song. Fire.
Fire was by oh, it wasn't. Fire was it wasn't like someone like Pat Benatar or one of that sort of rock chicks, wasn't it?
No.
It wasn't.
Chicks, not rock chicks.
Fire.
Can't just believe we just said chicks there.
I know. It's become a sort of a like a
Yeah, it has, like flick chicks and all that sort of thing.
yeah,
Chick
that
flicks.
sort of thing. Fire. I'm going to kick myself for this one. I should
You
really get.
are.
Should
You
really
are,
get on.
because you know this and it's a really good song.
Female
And it's a
singer.
really good version of a really good song.
And did
They're
she
not
have other
brothers.
hits?
They're not brothers. They are.
Oh, of course, I do know this.
Of course you do.
It's the Pointer Sisters. Of course, it
It is
is.
the Pointer Sisters.
Yeah,
You're absolutely. See, I told you knew it.
I did know it. Yeah,
It is. It's just it's dragging it out. Does that? It gets harder as we get older, doesn't it?
it certainly does. It definitely gets hard to drag it out. That's for sure. Right. Okay.
Right.
Fire.
Okay.
33.
33. I'll tell you a little story about this, if you like.
Yeah.
The year following, 1980, I worked for a season as a bluecoat in Ponzians. We don't have to keep that to ourselves, if you like.
Yeah. All right. No. All right.
But if you wanted to clear the dance floor,
Yeah.
put on Madness, because you put on Madness and everybody walked away.
Oh, really?
Simple as that. This one, however, would be one of the ones that we would start people dancing with.
Okay.
Number 33 this week.
Was
12
it Madness?
weeks. Huh?
Was it Madness?
No.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a big
Last week
clue.
was number 12. 9 weeks in the charts. Peaked at number 5.
Oh,
Can you feel the force?
real thing.
The real thing. Absolutely. And they were good. The real thing.
They were another one
Good
of these
disco band.
winners of. Now, were they on Opportunity Knocks or were they on New
With Huey-
Feces? I used to
With
call it.
Huey Green.
Yeah, Opportunity Knocks. Opportunity Knocks, friends. Or it could have been New Faces, but they were on it. They came from that, and there was one of them. I think Opportunity Knocks actually, where you appeared and you got voted. You had a clapometer, didn't you? That clap just before your
I
time.
never saw either of them.
The audience used to clap, and the one with the biggest clap
Biggest clap.
basically used to win. They used to, yeah, it's a bit like that. And
Yeah.
they had to then come back the following week. And I think the real thing were probably on for like 6 or 7 weeks or something. They broke a record or something. And then they did have a number one single with, you know that one?
No, yeah, no.
6 words. And the last word is everything.
You to me are everything.
Correct. That's
The
nice of you
sweetest
to
song,
say.
the sweetest
Nice
song
of
that
you
I
to
can
say,
sing.
yes. Okay. Oh, they had another one. Can't get by without you was another
Yeah,
one. I think.
that was on Saturday Night Fever, wasn't it? I think
Not sure. Not sure.
one of them. Well, I think it was.
Anyway, can you feel the force? 33. Got
Get
that
me through
one.
the force. Okay, it's quite nice this year because it's got like there's a lot of that sort of disco-y, but there's all the leftovers from the punk and everything. It's a good year.
Yeah.
Right, number 32. Up
Yes.
to number 32. Last week, number 41. 3 weeks in the charts. Haven't stopped dancing yet.
Please, Mister. I know this one.
Go on then.
Haven't
Tell
stopped
us.
dancing it. Gonzalez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gonzalez.
Haven't stopped dancing yet. Yeah, I remember that
It's-
one.
There's a lot of those that they were sort of. There was one that was further down that dropped out of the charts was Cuba by the Gibson Brothers. They were
Cuba.
all a very similar
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of,
Yeah.
fantastic song. Okay, I'm going to admit something to this.
Yeah, you
I
loved it.
prefer this version to the original.
Oh,
I know that's
controversial.
wrong. It's probably heretical, but I do prefer it.
As long as it's
Number
not a Beatles
31.
song,
I'm only
you're
saying
all
this
right.
because you're going to get it immediately.
Okay.
Number 31. Last week, number 64. Peaked at number 31. 2 weeks in the charts. That really astonishes me, unless it was released at another time, because it's a big, big song that everybody knows. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. You prefer this to the original version? Well, I can think Knock on Wood was Eddie Floyd in the 60s.
Yeah.
So it's obviously not that one.
No, that was the original version.
That was the original version.
With the
Bowie
slight off.
did a version of it live.
Who did?
Bowie, David Bowie in
I
'74.
don't
This
know.
must be Amy Stewart.
It is Amy Stewart. And
I
it's got
think
that syndrome.
She was in the top. I think she got in the top 10. Maybe it came back in the chart.
It must have done at some other stage.
Oh, so what did
It's
you
a
say? It came in. It climbed from 34 to 31, peaked at 31. You said.
Climbed from 64 to 31.
Yes.
Peaked 31, and then disappeared.
Right, okay. I suspect we have maybe a Stinky Pete moment here then, maybe because it's got that's a big climb in it to 31 from
Huge,
64,
huge.
and at 31 is the highest it has been at the point where you're looking at the chart. So it must have then gone up later on in subsequent. If you looked at the next chart, like you press
Right.
the arrow, you'll get to the next week.
Oh, I
Do you know what I
see.
mean?
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know
Because
how this
it's only
works.
the highest position
Currently.
as of now.
Right. My
If you see what I
apologies.
mean? Yeah, yeah.
That's okay.
But I got it. Amy Stewart.
Amy Stewart. I just the original has got that offbeat on the drum. That which hurts me slightly.
Ooh.
I don't know why, it just does. Whereas this version has got the on the tin drums, and it's
Can
just.
you do the Anita Ward ring my bell noise as well?
Do you know something? I worked in a holiday club way back. In fact, it would have been 77, 79, 78. Can't remember now.
Yeah, yeah.
Down in Camberwell. And we had this girl and we had to do a talent show, and she sung "Can You Ring My Bell?"
Oh,
She was about 12. She was absolutely brilliant, and she did it with all the noises, the whole lot. She was fantastic.
I think I could
Uh,
probably do the noises. A push. Oh, I probably struggle with the singing of it, but I could probably do the.
really,
Boo, boo. Yeah.
quite. Okay, right. Number 30. We'll be a third of the way there.
Yes.
As we speak with this chart, shall I caveat that every time now? 3 weeks in the charts. Last week, number 28, peaked at number 28. We're on our way down now.
Yeah, could be right then. In this case, yeah.
As indeed, in my opinion, probably with this band.
Okay. Not a
Which
good
is a
one
shame.
then.
The song is "The Staircase" brackets mystery
I
close
know it.
brackets.
I know it. I had the
Okay.
single. I had the single, and
Did you?
it is Susie and the Banshees.
Now, okay, Susie and the Banshees. Was she gorgeous or was she not gorgeous? And could you tell with all the makeup?
There was a lot of makeup, but then goths wear a lot of makeup, don't they?
They do.
She was very one, gee, she was a punk at first, wasn't she?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
In fact, as you may well know, I don't know, but if you remember the infamous, infamy, they've all got an infamy. No, the infamous Sex Pistols interview with Bill Grundy
I
on
do.
TV.
Yep.
You remember that well, remember it clearly, with all the four members of the band there. And in the back, there were two girls, and one of them was Susie Sue.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
she
didn't know
was.
that.
She was. I think she probably worked at the. She was a groupie of the band, I think, and
Right.
probably worked at the sex shop. The
Yeah, yeah.
what's her name? Vivian Westwood
Yeah,
sex shop, punk sex shop, wasn't it, in Kings Road?
yeah.
So she was. Yeah, and then she had her own career. But then they did go from. They've always been a little bit. I take it you're not a Susie and the Banshees fan.
I'm not a fan. I don't want to do songs that I quite like.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no,
I think that's the
not a big
same.
fan.
It's the same with me. I mean, I got the first album when it came out. They were an odd band in that they were played by John Peel all the time, a load of sessions. No one signed them. They just had waited for years. They're like the original unsigned band.
Right.
Finally, whoever it was signed them up. Polydor, I think it was Polydor that got them. And then they had the Hong Kong Garden single,
Yeah, which was
which wasn't
great.
on their first album, which is I'll say it's not unique, but it's unusual because it was a big hit. Yeah, they've always been a little bit heading towards goth,
Mm.
and I don't know. The goth music often I find a little bit down,
Well, I
a
think
little
that's the
bit
whole idea of it,
dark,
isn't
a little bit dreary. Yeah, and
it's a bit morbid, isn't it? That's the whole
yeah,
concept.
that's what I mean. Yeah, it's a little bit morbid. It's a little bit yeah, and bands like The Mission
Yeah.
and the Damned went that way as well. They did a similar thing. Well, they were punks
They
and
were
they
punk, so
moved
they went a
into
bit gothy.
more gothy. Yeah, but the Staircase, I didn't mind that one.
Okay, I don't know it, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, number
I have to
29.
play it one day. I'll play it one day.
We'll play it. Like nothing wrong with a bit of Susie, I don't think. Although
No,
she's dead as well, isn't she?
no, she's not dead.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. You know about Clem Burke yesterday? That was sad.
Clem Burke was sad. Yeah, the drummer
That
from
was
Blondie.
very sad.
Yeah, very sad. He was saw him
So,
actually on stage with Blondie, the band, with Debbie Harry
mm,
and Clem Burke. They're the only original members of the band. And bring us full circle, Glenn Matlock was on the
okay.
bass.
Yeah.
He was on the bass
Where did you see
at the
him?
O2. O2.
Oh, okay. I saw him at Hyde Park a couple of years ago. Two or three,
Wasn't
4 or 5 years
overly
ago.
impressed, to be honest.
Debbie Harry, I think, was lip syncing. I think the
No,
backing
well,
singer
okay.
was. I think the backing singer was singing. They had Chris Stein playing at the same time when I
Oh,
saw him.
really? I don't think
Mm,
Chris Stein was playing there. I
mm.
thought he was ill.
It was the three of them. But Clem Burke was just a brilliant drummer.
The drummer.
I thought so.
He played with more than he played with other bands as well, didn't he? But yeah,
He did play
sad,
with the
sad
Eurythmics,
news.
didn't he? Wasn't he the Eurythmics
Possibly.
drummer? Pretty certain he was.
Yeah, it could well have been.
Mm.
Anyway,
Right.
Clem Burke.
Okay. Into the top 30 now.
The top 29.
Number 29, and on the way up this week. Last
Right.
week, number 40. This week, number 29.
Yes.
2 weeks in the charts. Valley of the Dolls.
Another punk one.
Another punk one.
And Generation X.
Yeah, Generation X.
Into the Valley of the Dolls. Yeah, Billy Idol. I still can't believe this spotty punk from London has got a Hollywood star now on the Walk of Fame.
Really?
Billy Idol, yeah. Unbelievable.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you know they pay for themselves, didn't you?
I think you said that before.
Yeah.
It must have been you that said that. I didn't know that before.
That's weird. You have to be nominated.
Oh, I can say I'll have one then.
Accept it,
I'll have one.
You pay for it yourself.
Big C. I'll have one. How much they cost?
I never asked. There's two of them have got two. Or they've got a couple, haven't they?
Who?
There's some of them have got two or three.
Really? Really?
We were there a couple of years ago going, we've seen this one already. We had to go back and find
the other one.
Who it was now. Can't remember who it was now. There's two or three of them that got
Yeah, Hollywood it's not a great area, is it, Hollywood?
a bit rough, isn't it?
It's rough. It's rough
It's
area.
a bit rough. Yeah,
And
there's
you
much
walk down.
nicer bits of LA.
The weirdest bit was you walk down Hollywood Boulevard, and it's the only area really, mind you, we walked around New York as well. You feel, or New Orleans sometimes, I think it was. But no, you walk down Hollywood Boulevard, and it's the one where you think someone's following you, and you're looking around. But the difference between you wait there at the stoplight or the crosswalk, and you look at this sort of, and there were like just down and outs, whatever you might call them, hobos, tramps in the street there, and across the road, so like 20 yards away, well, across the road, it's like 3 miles in the States, I know, but you've got palm trees, and you've got mansions, and you've got Beverly Hills. It's just...
We went to St. Louis was the only place that we felt a bit nervous in. That was very, very not nice. But we went to Vienna Beach while we were in LA. Vienna Beach, all the guys doing the muscle stuff and beautiful. The walkway out over the beach and stuff, absolutely beautiful. And then literally just off the back of the beach, there's the shantytown with all the tents and the guys living in them. And
now, I made myself look stupid here. Do you mean Vienna Beach?
No, I don't. I mean Venice Beach.
Venice Beach, yeah, okay. It's in Italy, not in Austria.
You were not being stupid. I was. It was no. I meant
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Right,
moving on then. Let's get through number 28.
I don't know how to do this one without giving it away.
No,
so
you haven't got to do a dance or something, have you? Then
give it away. Okay, I could do that, but it's still going to give it away. I won't dance.
No.
But number 28 on its way up. I think he got to number 1. It's only been in the charts for 2 weeks. London, Paris, Munich. Everyone's talking about
pop music.
There we go. Like, what else can you say?
Robin Scott was his name.
Excellent. He did get some one, didn't it?
No, it did. It did in the States, I think, but it only got number 2 here. It's probably another one that the Wurzels kept off number 1. I don't know. Well, I can't remember. Oh, you just told me that it's from April, isn't it?
It's April, yeah, right.
Oh, no, I won't look it up. I'll tell you what kept it for number one, but then I'll probably see the chart. That'll defeat the object of me
It
trying to
might do.
work out who these songs are. Pop music, yeah, that was when we started doing the podcasts a few years ago, and I was on with someone and who had his own podcast, and he was saying how he was going to take a trip from the States, and he was, or maybe he'd had a trip, and he started off in New York, and then he went to um, Paris, and he went to London,
Mhm.
and it was, and then someone else pointed out, I'd be very disappointed if you didn't go to Munich as well, because that would make the song, wouldn't it?
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but he didn't.
I
Um,
assume it was always to do with the fashion shows, was it? Was that what that was about?
yeah. I'm not sure. He didn't have any other hits. It's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
The
it is.
ultimate one-hit wonder, I would
But
say.
it was a good one.
It was a good tune. Yeah,
It was
definitely
a
a good
good tune.
tune. It's
Yeah.
one that you can't get out of your head. Anyone
No,
says New
I'm not
York,
going to start
London,
singing it because
Paris,
it'll be there.
Munich, you know what the song is, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. But no one can remember the introduction.
Do, 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 something like that
Something like that, yeah.
on the keyboard, yeah.
Right, number
Then the drum
27.
comes in on the guitar. Wow, wow, wow.
Number 27. 3 weeks in
Yes.
the charts so far. So it's got so far. Careful how you say this. Remember then.
Remember then.
With an N at the end.
Yeah, remember then. I am. Oh, it's annoying when you know another song with that song title and then you can't get that one out of your head.
Well, go on, tell me in
I've
case
got.
it is this one.
No, it's not that one. That would have been from '74. It was by Gallagher and Lyle. It was on their
Oh,
album Lost Cowboy. Remember then? The first name that came into my mind was Shawaddy Waddy for some reason.
And I'm very impressed because you said it without sounding like Jimmy Savile.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Which is almost impossible to do. Yeah, Shawady Buddy. What a great band. Didn't they do well?
Yeah. Okay. From Leicester, I believe they were.
No idea.
Yeah, I think they were
Absolutely
from
no idea.
Leicester. I went off them a little bit. I didn't mind them at first. With their first, I think they used to write a few of their earlier songs like "Hey Rock and
Right.
Roll," "Rock and Roll Lady," and stuff like that. But then they went down the covers route
Right.
and became a bit of a party band. My
Yeah.
mum loved them. She loved their version of whether it would be what Three Steps to Heaven, maybe, or
What?
Under the Moon of Love, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all right. I mean, I wouldn't turn them off if they came on the radio. I would play them, of
You,
course.
you might have a little smile, might enjoy it, and then go,
We like a bit of a smile.
we do like a bit of a smile. It's good for you. Right, number 26. Peaks at number 26 so far. Number 26 last week. 7 weeks in the charts so far.
Yes,
Forever in Blue Jeans.
that is the
It's
jazz singer himself, Neil Diamond.
the one and only Mr. Diamond. With
What
the
a
Neils.
singer he is. What a songwriter he is. Actually.
Oh, fantastic.
I think he's
Fantastic.
retired now, isn't he? Is he Parkinson's? I think he is.
I don't know, but he retired, if my memory serves me, not only because of his health, but he realised that he couldn't sing as well as he used to be able to. And went, okay.
Maybe that was because of.
Well, it almost
I
certainly
don't
would
know.
be.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? It's going to affect your vocal cords as well. But yeah, no, he was a great songwriter, and had his first album number one in the States, in the noughties. Actually, it was like 2001, two time. Yeah, first one. He was 67, I think, and his first number one. In fact, he became the oldest at the time. Took that mantle from Bob Dylan,
Okay.
who was the number one, and then after a little
Bennett.
while, Bob Dylan went back to number one again with another one, and he was obviously a little bit older. So,
Doesn't Tony Bennett hold it now?
he might do. If it was a number one, was it number one?
I think he might have got to number one not that long ago.
Oh,
5 years.
in the UK, that is you talking, are you?
Might be. Sorry, yeah, might
Yeah,
be.
maybe I'm talking the US. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know whether Tony Bennett had one over there, but he certainly wasn't the oldest number one when Neil Diamond was there. But anyway, yeah, another good song.
There you go. Forever in Blue Jeans. Yeah, not one of my favourites of his, but good song.
No, it's a catchy one though, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think he did a bad one. It's just
Money,
not my
money
favourite.
talks.
You what?
Is that what he sings? Money talks.
Money does talk.
Or was it AC/DC? It's one of the two.
Right, number 25.
Yeah,
2 weeks in the charts so far. This is the highest it's got. Don't know if it went any higher. If you don't get this, Colin, I'm going to disown you. Is that okay?
that's fine.
Good night tonight.
Is he one of the or even the greatest songwriter ever? One half
People,
of a famous band from Liverpool, Herman's Hermits. No, it was Wings, and it was
it
Good Night
was
Tonight.
Wings. It was Wings. And we've probably done Wings to death, but I think they're fantastic.
Yes, you do love a bit of Wings over America, don't you?
Oh, mate, it's such a. I was. People talk about this on. Was it last week? I can't remember now. About live album, this and live. I don't like live albums. Generally speaking, they're shit.
No, I don't like.
Um,
No, I must admit, I'm not like Pete. He loves a live album.
oh, he loves a live album, and okay. Skinner's live album's okay. Wings Over America, which I know has been remastered like before it was released in the first place, but it's just brilliant.
Mm,
Like you can hear everything in it. The songs are all great. You can't lose.
mm.
And it's a triple album. Like, what more could you want?
It is a good album. Frampton
Quadruple
Comes
album.
Alive wasn't a bad one either, but I mean, I think Wings Over America beats that for me
What
personally.
was it? What did you say?
I said Frampton Comes
Oh,
Alive.
Frampton Live. Yeah, well, that's
That's
the only
another
other one
good live
that's
one.
worth bearing in mind.
There's a few others. Cheap Trick, I think Live at Budokan's a good one as well. But on the whole, I'm not. I'd rather. I hate to say this. Another thing that Stinky Pete would disagree with me wholeheartedly on, and maybe you would too. I'd rather listen to an album than actually see them perform it live. I mean, that's sad, isn't it?
It's a really interesting concept. No, it isn't. I get it. Musically, you're going to get it better on an album
Yes.
because the time's been spent. The engineer should know what he's doing, and you don't have all the rubbish that goes on in a hall or in a cathedral or in a football stadium that you get in live. The only advantage of a live gig is that you get an atmosphere that you don't get on a
No, that's
record.
true.
So if you're going for the atmosphere, brilliant, go enjoy it, have a great time. But you're never going to hear the intricacies of the music ever,
No,
because you can't, and they'll never play it the same way as they do on the record. Which is why the cover bands are so damn good, because what they do is to play the same as the record,
well, as
whereas
and
the
Paul
actual bands
McCartney
just tend to go off and be musos.
and Paul McCartney, bless him, does try to do them as they were recorded in the same key, which is
He
to his detriment at times because people say that he can't sing
he
anymore.
can't sing,
And
yeah.
obviously, he hasn't got as good a voice as he had before.
No, of
But,
course
he
not.
wrote the damn songs. He can do what he damn well pleases, I'd say.
I absolutely agree with you. Totally agree. Right, let's move on. Number
Let's move.
24, we're on
Yeah.
our way up. Last week was number 37. This is its third week in the charts. Oh, it's a very logical song.
Is it really Supertramp?
It really is Supertramp. It really, really is Supertramp.
Someone did an awful sort of disco-y, dancey type version of that in the noughties.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that
This
shouldn't be
is when
allowed.
music, tanked really for
Yeah.
me. Or
That'd be
not just
1980
that
then.
song, but it's just awful. A lot of samples and stuff. Yeah, it's just awful.
Yeah. It's Logic Song's a good song. It's not their best, but it's a good song.
No, I think I agree. I prefer Breakfast in America actually. The song that
I prefer Breakfast in Mary, but I prefer Crime of the Century and Dream or whatever. Their early stuff was just
yeah.
was
All
just
right.
it was cutting edge at the time. So okay, number 23 on the way
Yeah.
down.
Oh,
Peaks at number 17. Just what I needed.
Just what I needed. I think this is one of Shaggy's favourite bands, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they were from. I think they were from Ohio.
Someone has to be.
The Cars.
The Cars. I'm trying to think whether I saw them live or not.
Shaggy can tell us if they're not from Ohio. Oh, a funny
The-
feeling they're from Ohio, though. The Cars.
They I think they played I think they played at Reading, but I don't remember. Can't remember. I could look it up, but I can't be bothered now.
Yeah.
Right, number 22. I have never heard of this, so that doesn't help anyone at all, does it? Number 22, 5 weeks in, peaks at number 22 so far. Last week, number 32. 5 weeks in, that's quite a long time. I don't want to lose you. How do you spell lose, Colin?
Lose. Well,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
the verb, lose, yeah.
Okay.
It is spelled Lose, is it?
It is spelled L-O-S-E, yeah.
Is it I don't wanna, or is it I don't want to?
It's I don't wanna.
I don't want to lose you. Well, I can think of an I don't want to lose you, but was that as early as 79? I would have thought that would have been more. The one I'm thinking of is Gloria Estefan.
I know the song you mean. It's not
That is I
Gloria.
don't want to lose you. Or was that Tina Turner? That's one of those. I don't want to lose you.
Miami Sound Machine.
What this is?
No. Gloria Estefan and the
Oh
Miami.
yeah, Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound
Yeah,
Machine.
no, I've never heard of this band or person or whatever they might be.
Oh, okay. How many words? Any clues?
One word.
Word.
Spelt wrongly. If you stand for election, you are a Brett.
I was going to say a twat, actually. Yeah. Good name for a band. Good name for a band.
And for a left midfield player playing for Spurs.
Yeah. I don't want to lose you, and it's one word. If you are
if you stand for an election, you are a
candidate. Oh,
There you go.
Candidate. Yeah, there was a band called Candidate. Yeah,
candidate.
Candidate.
With a K. Rekord with a K.
Yeah, Record with a K off the record. Yeah,
Indeed. I've never heard of them. I don't know what they are. Are they a band? Are they?
they were a band. Yeah, I think they were another sort of disco-y kind of band. I think.
Yeah, there would have been a number of those around.
We thought we were cutting edge having a K in Record, and yeah, you know,
It's all been done before.
79 by Candidate.
Okay, number 21. We're heading towards the top 20. Number 21. 7 weeks in the charts so far. Peaked at number 9. It's on its way down. Waiting for an alibi.
Right, this will be one of your mates' bands that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Waiting for an alibi.
It's a good song. I like this song.
Like Ghana, from the southern part of Ireland.
Or Wolverhampton, if you prefer.
Oh,
Phil Lynott came from Wolverhampton.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he was. No. Are you sure?
I promise you, he goes to Wolverhampton.
I thought he was Dublin.
No.
Are you thinking of
He
Gary?
was of Irish descent, but he came from Wolverhampton.
Oh, okay. What do I know? Anyway,
a lot more than me.
Obviously not about Phil Lynott. Or Lynott. Is it Lynott or Lynott? You see,
who knows? Phil Lynott, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah.
I'm going to look.
Apparently, he was a really, really nice man.
And he was born in Wolverhampton.
He was born in Wolverhampton.
With Noddy Holder and the like.
Indeed. So yeah, waiting for an alibi. I think probably the one that goes. It's the one that it's their one that gets left out. I think. Right. It's not the one that everyone always wants. He goes, "Oh, Thin Lizzy, let's play Thin Lizzy."
Waiting for an alibi. I think it's a great rock tune, actually.
Waiting
for an alibi. It's actually you were close with Wolverhampton, but it was in the Midlands, West Bromwich. It was.
Was it? My apologies.
Is West Bromwich in Staffordshire? Blimey, I didn't know that.
It's in Birmingham, as far as I know.
Yeah, it says West Bromwich, Staffordshire, England. Origin, Dublin, Ireland. Oh well.
There we are. My apologies. I thought it was Wolverhampton.
No, it began with a W.
Well, it did, yeah, but so does Wickford.
Yeah, true.
What has anything good ever come out of Wickford?
No.
What's his
The
name?
A127
Ollie
maybe.
Murs. Isn't he Wickford?
Yeah, no, he's Whittam.
Oh,
Whittam.
so there you go. They're all
It's
W's.
just down the
Right.
road from here, actually.
It
Top
is
20, not
number
half.
20. Number 20,
Yeah.
number 20, number 20.
Let's
4 weeks in the
whisper in
charts so far. So far, it's peaked at number 20. I don't know what it's done after that. Questions and answers.
Yep, that is Sham 69.
That is Sham 69.
Yeah.
I like Sham 69. They were of a style, were they not?
They were
They were pub band.
skinheads, weren't they, really? A skinhead band, I
They
would say.
were,
Punk
yeah.
skinheads.
They were pub bands to all intent and purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
They wanted to be punks, but they weren't really. They were just a pub band.
In
But they
lace
were
up
good.
in lace up boots and corduroys.
Indeed, but they were good pub bands. Like they did well. Okay, no, I can never work out whether I like this song or don't like it. And every time I play it or every time I hear it, I go, right, number 19 on the way down,
Yeah.
peaked at number 3, 9 weeks in the charts. Lucky number.
Lena Lovitch.
Lena Lovitch. What's your opinion? Or
It's all right. Yeah, it's all
hit
right.
or miss?
One of those. It's it was obviously going to be a hit. If you did a
Yeah.
jukebox jury, it would be
Yeah.
a hit.
Definitely hit. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a bit it's a bit sort of jumpy, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's scar. It's a bit scarish actually.
A little bit. Yeah.
And that hadn't really come in at this point in April '79, I don't think.
We haven't touched anything scarish yet.
No, I think the specials and that were probably '79, weren't they? Their debut album.
Yeah.
Madness was probably '79 as well.
79, 80, that sort of time. Right, okay.
Stiff Records, I think she was actually Stiff. Yeah, I think she was
Can't
Stiff.
see on the picture what it might be.
No, okay. Does it not say on the right hand side what the label is? Maybe it
Hold
doesn't.
on, let me see. It's there's a big I button. Ooh, Stiff. Yeah, it was Stiff.
He was Stiff. Okay.
Hey, this is exciting. I've never done this before.
It's good, isn't it?
Also, that's
Good
really
fun.
Interesting.
It's interesting stuff.
It is.
Let's hope everyone else thinks the same.
There we go. And it first charted on my birthday, 17th of February. There we go. Put
Which
it in
is
your
a day
diary.
before my dad's birthday, funnily enough.
Was the 18th then?
18th of February, 1928.
So again?
1928 he was born, yeah.
The year before my dad. Okay, right, number 18 on the way down, 7 weeks in the charts, peaks at number 14. Money in My Pocket.
Now, this is a reggae tune, actually.
Well, I didn't know it, but looking at the name of the person, it's quite likely.
Yeah, Money in My Pocket. That is by just one guy, I think a Jamaican guy,
Sounds about right.
but his name, Money in My Pocket. What is initials?
DB.
Dennis?
Yep.
Dennis?
Go on, say it.
Oh no, I'm desperate to say it. Dennis? Oh no. I don't get a clue for the last name, I suppose.
Colour.
Pardon?
It's a colour.
It's a colour. Okay, well there aren't that many colours beginning with B, are there? And it's certainly not Dennis Blue. Dennis Brown.
Yeah.
Dennis Brown.
Dennis Brown. Never heard of him. It's fair to say that we're going to fly through the next lot without very much help or very much whatever at all. So
Okay.
To a point where if I give you some of these names, you're just going to go, oh bang, oh bang, oh bang. So we'll zip on through, shall we?
Yeah, go on then.
All right, number 17 on the way down, peaked at number 2. I can't do this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, okay. Oliver's Army.
Oh, could that be Elvis Costello's
It could
and the
be Elvis
Attractions?
Costello.
Oliver's Army. Maybe if they're that obvious, maybe just maybe sort of give us a clue for the song title, perhaps,
Okay,
and then
all
you
right.
can
Well,
work
maybe that.
out.
I mean, that's probably the most obvious of all of them. So maybe we'll get over. But okay,
All
let's
right.
do it. We'll carry on. Number 16, 10
Yes.
weeks in the charts. Peaks at number 9. I'm going to give you a clue for this.
Yep.
There is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant piece of mime done by a comedian to this, which is just extraordinarily fantastic. And in fact, it's the only reason I actually like this song is because of what how the guy does a mime to it. He mimes all the words in time. I think it was done on Have I Got News for You or something of that nature.
Was it?
That sort of show. It's by the band that Pete can't stand, and I don't mind occasionally.
Okay. And it peaks at number 9. You say?
It peaks at number 9. Yeah,
Oh well, I'm thinking Queen.
you're thinking correctly.
And what would be 79? How many words?
4.
4. Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now.
I was going to say
Have
that
you not?
before I asked the
Have you
number.
not seen the? I can't remember which comedian it
I
is.
don't think I have.
Oh,
No.
you need to watch it. It is genius. So he does the whole thing. He mimes every single word as they're going along. It is just fantastic. When you've got nothing better to do, pop it on the YouTubing.
I might do that. I'll do on the YouTubing. Yes, as it's now
YouTubing.
called. Yeah.
Um,
All right. I like the song actually. I don't
yeah,
care.
I like the
I'm
song. It's
not
good.
proud.
It's a good song.
McFly covered it
Who did?
in the McFly.
Did they?
Yes, it was on the
Yeah,
other side of. I think it was was it? Did they do a comic relief single or was it
yeah, no, they
Children
did. Yeah,
in Need?
they did a
They
comic
did
relief
All
single
About
with.
You, All About You, which was a great song, great pop song.
Did they do it with Busted? Didn't they do one with Busted?
Well, they linked with Busted. Um, that was more like maybe I don't know. It's probably 10 years ago now, where they teamed up because they were sort of started around the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, 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 they
McFly
did. Yeah.
and Busted. McFly as Danny Jones from McFly. He was on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here recently. He won it, in fact.
Okay.
As you said, when they were asking in the jungle about Busted, Busted were like us, just not as good. So yes, I think that's what I like to see.
Fantastic.
And they
Like
were
that.
called McBusted. They got together and they were called
Busted
McBusted,
or
probably for a tour.
or Busted Fly.
Yeah, or Busted Fly was probably a better
We've all
idea.
had in the past.
Yeah, All About You was the single, and the other side, double A side, was oh no, maybe it wasn't that one. No, they did a cover of "You've Got a Friend," the James Taylor song or the Carole
Yeah,
King
yeah, yeah,
song.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Superb
yeah.
song. No, Don't Stop Me Now was another time, but it definitely was covered by McFly.
Excellent. Good to know.
All right.
Number 15. 5
Yes.
weeks in the charts. Peaked at number 15 so far. Last week, number 16.
Mm-hmm.
Strange Town.
The Jam.
The Jam. I wasn't certain whether you would know that straight away because it's not one of their biggest, is it?
No, well, actually, you say that, but no, it isn't. I mean, they got bigger hits after that. In fact, their next, did they have another one in '79? Yeah, I think they did.
Yeah, I think we did.
I
I
think
think we did the
When You're
Jam with that
Young,
one.
When You're Young came out after as well. But they all, up to that point, that was the standard position they got to around that point, as if
Right.
Jam fans were enough to get it into like the teens, mid-teens,
Right.
even down at the tube station at midnight. Down in the tube
Right.
station at midnight, got to about 15, 16. Strange Town, When You're Young, and then Eaton Rifles, they took off, and it got in the top 3.
Okay. Right. We might have something to say about this next one. We might not. Number 14, 5 weeks in the charts. So far, it's peaked at number 14 is the highest. Last week it was number 27. Wow.
Kate Bush.
Okay. I wasn't certain because I wouldn't have got that because I don't know the Kate Bush stuff well enough to have got it off
You
that
don't
one.
you,
It
you
would have
don't
been
know the
one of
song?
those.
You know the song, do you? Wow, 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 wow.
Oh yes, I do. I didn't know
Unbelievable.
that's what it was called.
A bit of Victor Meldrew at the end.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, unbelievable.
Right.
That's wow.
I didn't know that was a song. That's really stupid of me actually. 'Cause I probably should have worked that out. But there we go.
One of Stinky
Right,
Pete's
number
favourites.
13. Unlucky for some,
Yes.
including me, because I've never heard of the song and I've
Uh-huh.
never heard of the band.
Uh-huh.
But
A challenge for me then.
you are a genius and I am not. 6 weeks in the charts, peaks at number 8. So a big hit.
Top 10, yeah.
Turn the music up.
Now you big me up with the genius. Turn the music up. See, this sounds a bit more like disco-y. You've never heard of it. I'm not sure that I
Never
have.
heard of it. And I've
But
never
it's
heard of
top
the band.
10.
Top 10, mate.
So you don't know anything about the band. You know,
I
it is a
don't
band.
know.
It is a band, though.
Huh?
It is a band.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
All
But
right.
from the words that are looking at me, yeah, it's a band.
How many words?
2.
And it's not the somethings. That
No,
would be the way as a band, wouldn't it?
no. The first name is a manufacturer of cigarettes.
Which I've never touched in my entire life. So,
Good for you.
Marlboro.
No, far more English than that.
Um,
They could also be sports people
sports
in a
people.
game. They could be sports people in a game. They would be called.
John Player. John Player.
Okay, so
Player.
players. Yep,
It's the first word.
players is the first word. It's not open, is it?
Players. Player or players?
Players.
Players. Oh no. This isn't helping.
So the glorious game is actually known as what? Officially known as what?
The glorious game.
The glorious game that we support with the men in blue and
Football.
white is actually called what? What sort of football is it?
Oh, you know what? I was going to say this because I can't think of any other word that would fit after players. So it's either going to be players group or something. But I thought, no, a collection of people is an association.
An association.
And I was
Players
like,
association.
use corporation or something. It's going to be one of those.
Yeah.
Association, yeah.
Never heard of them. You heard of them?
No, I've never heard of them either. But
No,
maybe I had in the back of my head, sort of getting this.
Maybe it's there. Yeah. No,
But
never heard of them.
association football, which is where
Association football.
the name soccer from, of course, in the States.
Is it really?
I believe so.
Oh, okay.
And we always ridicule them for saying soccer because they call football. They call
that pretend game that isn't rugby.
They call the American football. I presume they don't call it American football in America.
No, they just call it football.
They just call it football. Well, we call football something where you actually use your foot to kick a ball, which it seems more logical to me. It always has done. And yeah, okay. Well,
Right,
that's what
number 12.
Number 12.
Number 12. 8 weeks in the charts, peaks at number 4. We okay for time? Yeah, we're okay.
Yeah, we are.
Peaks at number 4. I can't give this to you because you'll just get it straight away.
Could be a clue time then.
I could give you a clue for the band a lot easier than I could for the song.
Okay. Maybe when I try and work out the song.
If someone is trendy and gloriously good looking in all that they wear, you might refer to them as
Model, stylish.
No, because that would be a particular. Any of us could be described as looking.
looking trendy,
Well,
fashionable,
it's bit better than trendy, really. A bit more
looking
foreign than trendy.
special.
No, a bit more foreign than trendy. It might sort of be a French trendy. Would be praise.
Trays,
I'm useless at this.
uh, tray.
It is a word a phrase that is used all the time in English.
But it's
Praise,
French.
something is praise.
Oh, très bien, I'm thinking.
No, not almost, but no, begins with the next letter in the alphabet.
Trade. No.
Oh
Go on.
bollocks! I'm sorry, stuff this.
No.
Right, I'll give you the name of
Song.
of the song. I Want Your Love.
Oh, okay, yeah. Do we say très chic?
Yeah, of
Do
course we
we?
do.
I never said that in my life.
Well, that's you know why, didn't you? You don't know anyone that's très chic.
No, that's probably what it is.
And I go out with Pete, so you know what am I
Chic.
supposed to say?
Yeah, true. Chic.
Chic. I want your
Yeah, I
love.
want your love. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I would have got that one from I Want Your Love, obviously, but
You would.
makes it fun.
Okay, number 11. We're nearly in the top 10. Number 11. Again, you're going to get this without any problem at all.
All right.
Double A side.
Ooh.
I'll give you one of the two of them because the other one's really obvious. But this one's
Is
pretty
it
obvious as well.
it's just on the way down, you say, or on the way up?
It is on the way down. Peaked at number 3, 7 weeks in the charts.
Double A side.
Right, here's one of the two of the A sides.
Yes.
Something else.
Okay, the other side is
You couldn't say this on the BBC.
Brigging in the Rigging.
There we go.
Brigging in the Rigging.
You'd have been banned on the spot.
And it's the Sex Pistols, yeah, yeah.
It is the Sex Pistols.
Well, 3 of them anyway. Sid
Uh,
Vicious, basically, with Paul Cook and Steve Jones here.
yeah. So after the Sex Pistols were actually the Sex Pistols.
Yeah, after they actually. Yeah.
We're in the top 10.
We are. We've made it.
We have. Okay. 4 weeks in the charts. Peaked at number 10 so far. It's on its way up. The Runner.
Supposed to get easier when you get in the top 10.
Yeah, it's going to get a lot easier than
The
that.
Runner.
I'm going to have to work a lot harder soon.
The Runner. Band.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. No.
An American. Sound American,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah. American. I don't think they are a band. I mean, I don't know what you would call them. A vocal group? Would you call them?
Possibly.
Like a band to me is drums, guitar, bass. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's
A
definitely
group.
not
Then.
that.
Yeah, maybe a group rather than a band.
Yeah,
Then.
a group. Yes.
You can have a group of singers, can't
A
you?
vocal group of singers.
Like, a vocal group like Manhattan Transfer, something like that.
Only yes, only not. But yes.
Only not them because that was
a ladies vocal group.
A ladies vocal group. And how many ladies? Do we know that?
Well, that would give the group away.
3. Not the 3 degrees, surely.
Yeah, 3 degrees. Yep.
I've never heard of the Runner.
Nor have I. But it's here at number 10.
Never heard of it.
Don't
Prince
know
Charles'
where it
favourite band, of course. Band,
So again,
inverted commas. Prince
Kings.
Charles' favourite popular
I think
beat
it'd be the
combo,
Kings.
wasn't it?
the
Apparently.
king of the country. Do you
The
mean?
king of the country now, but he was Prince Charles then. He probably won't
was.
admit to liking 3 degrees now.
He just did a thing, didn't he? A top 20 or something of his favourite songs.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know what that was about. Perhaps he had nothing better to do while he was in chemo. But who knows? Who knows? Bless him. He's doing all right, I think.
I saw the next king of England was at PSG's ground when Villa were playing PSG in the.
He's a fan, isn't he? He's a Villa fan.
Big fan. I'm not sure why he's Villa. There must be a reason. Did he have uni? He was at university up in
He was
Scotland.
in St Andrews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he's a Villa fan.
No.
Perhaps he liked the colour and couldn't bear to support West Ham.
No, maybe he's a bit like David Cameron, who had a Villa shirt when he was a West Ham fan, wasn't he, or something? He had the wrong shirt. It was quite amusing, I thought. Bless him. No, it's true. That's true.
Fabulous. That is brilliant.
Right, number 9. Let's get
number
through
9. 4 weeks in the charts. Peak so far at number 9. Last week, number 23. Big jump. Shake your body, brackets down to the ground, close brackets.
Are these brothers, by any chance?
They are brothers.
Okay, and it's not the Bellamy's.
Can you give me their first names?
No. No, Michael. Was he in them then?
I don't think so. Well, he might have been at the time. Don't know.
No, he was. Jermaine?
Yeah, Jermaine.
Randy?
Tito. Randy. Tito.
Randy Tito. Yeah, I remember him.
I think we were at school with him, weren't we?
Definitely. No. I can't think of the other Jacksons.
No, anyway. Yeah, the Jacksons. There we go. Right, number 8. Okay, I'm going to have to give you a clue for the title as well, as because otherwise you'll just get it straight away. 6 weeks in the charts so far, peaked at number 8. I don't know if it got any further or not. Debut single, I think, pretty certain it's a debut single. My opinion, their best single still.
Thinking of
first
a clue.
word of the title is something to do with a Middle Eastern king. And the last word is something to do with something that you might push a child on.
Push a child on. Well,
it's also a type of music, but that would give it away.
I'm thinking of a. Something you push a child on. I was thinking pram. I was thinking
on, not in.
Push a child on.
You would take hold of your child and you would push it like
on
that.
A swing.
On a swing, you would.
And is that the first word of the band?
No, that's the last word of the 3. A Middle Eastern king within turban. Sounds like a type of dried fruit. Is it me that's useless at this? Bring back Stinky, I say.
It's me, actually. I'm in.
Okay. If you can't get the name of the band, it's because you're in an awful way.
Why can't I get a band ending in?
I think my clues are too good. You're used to ones that just aren't as good as this.
That's what Pete always says about his as well.
So, if you're in an awful way, what are you in?
You're in a predicament. You're in
2 words. If you're in, what else are you in?
You're up shit creek.
Well, it could be, but they're not called Shit's Creek. Although I'm sure that some of them might have been.
Swing. That's a good name for a band.
The lead guitarist used to teach Dinky Pete, apparently.
Oh God! Oh, I'm thinking of the band ending in swing. Yeah, well, it's Dire Straits and it's Sultans of Swing. Duh.
It is. There we go.
I was thinking, is there a band with the name Swing at the end of it? No. All right. Okay. So yeah, he taught him English, and only as a stand-in teacher, wasn't he? Every now and again.
He was at Loughton. He's taught at Loughton College normally.
Yes.
Anyway, there we are.
What a fine record. And yeah,
it was their debut, wasn't it?
It was their debut single. Yeah. Originally released in '78, but it flopped. Okay. Then reissued again in '79.
I think it's a fantastic song, and I'm not certain they've ever written one any better. They've written good
No,
songs.
it's
I'm not certain.
it's a very good song, and it was Mark Knopfler's inspired by he's visited a pub in Deptford, and there was this
Yeah, for someone said some
band
got something
playing
like that.
playing in the corner in this dishevelled place with no one in. And then at the end of it, he said, "We were the Sultans of Swing," and he found the sort of contrast between them and their outfits with the dowdy pub an interesting one. And the lyrics are all about them actually
Yeah.
playing, yeah, the music playing or whatever. Right, Sultans of Swing, Dire Straits. Yeah,
You are
I
going to get
pulled
every
there.
single one of these without any stress whatsoever. So I'm going to try and make it
Oh,
a little bit harder. Number
oh, thanks.
7,
Very kind
another
of you.
double A side. 2 weeks in the charts. Peaks so far at number 7. I chose this on your
Is this Swedish band?
no. I
All
chose
right.
this on your radio station a couple of one day last week. I think it was. Um, one of the A sides. Um, you've already had them once tonight with another double A side.
The only double A side we had was the Pistols, wasn't it?
Yep.
So this one was number 7 in '79.
What did I
Uh,
choose? A couple of one day last
was
week.
it? Oh, this will be. Well, one side is Who Killed Bambi,
Yep.
which is actually by
Good
Tempo
old
True,
shoot. Shoot, yeah.
and the other side would have been. Well, it was it wasn't the Great Rock and Roll Swindle, was it? No,
No.
that wouldn't have got that high in the chart. So
I don't know the other side at all. You probably do, but I don't.
Who Killed Bambi?
That's a
Uh,
great. It's just like it's almost a P take.
what a silly thing!
Yep. Silly thing.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I do know that one, silly thing. That
Okay.
was Sex Pistols.
Uh,
Okay.
number 6. 5 weeks in the charts. Pete's so far at number 6. It's on its way up. We're back with people who aren't. This is the band. Back with people who are not brothers. So therefore they must be
Sisters.
okay.
The
And the
opposite of
song,
brothers. The opposite of
huh?
brothers. The opposite of
Opposite
brothers.
brothers. Opposite
Yeah,
brothers. Yeah.
that works.
And the song is all about um, flipping it. Someone who is akin to Nureyev or Darcy Bustle
Or what?
or Darcy Bustle or yeah Randolph Nureyev or whatever his name was. This is ridiculous, Jeff. What on earth are you talking about?
Sisters. I'm thinking Sisters Sledge,
Yep,
maybe?
Sister Sledge. And what was Darcy? What's Darcy Bustle? She is a
She is a.
what are pants people?
Well, they're dancers.
They are.
Oh, so's Nureyev.
I know.
Strange that.
Nureyev was the. He's the.
The dancer.
He's the
The
goat.
greatest dancer. The
The
greatest dancer.
greatest dancer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you get. Oh, we have fun with these. We
I
really
don't
do.
know how Pete's blood pressure copes with this.
No, that's why he has to keep taking vacations.
Gonna have to go and lie down in the cold room soon.
Yeah. Well, we
Um,
only got 5 more.
oh, yeah, but it's not going to get any better. Trust me, because like all of these, if I give you the name of the song, you're just going to go boom, 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 boom.
Well,
So I'm
that's
going
all
to have
right.
to.
We could end. We could end earlier. That'll be
We could
fine.
end. We could do. Let's just have a bit of fun on the way, if we can, shall we?
All right.
Right, number 5 on its way down. 11 weeks in the charts has been number 1.
Oh,
It's everybody's favourite disco song. It's everybody's favourite karaoke song. And she was just brilliant. And
I will survive.
you're absolutely right, Colin. You will
Gloria
survive. I
Gaynor.
might not, but you will.
No. We've survived number 5.
You will survive number
Can we
5.
can we survive number 4?
Number 4, 5 weeks in the charts, peaks at number 2 on the way down. Okay. These people don't live in a town, and they're not staying in a club for men. This is their other hit.
And this clue was for the band or the
That's
song?
for both. That's the band and the song. So the clue for the band is they don't live in the town. The clue for the song is they want to be in one of the armed forces.
It's Village People.
It is.
And in the Navy.
Navy.
I mean, you've got to have fun with these, haven't you?
Oh, I'm having a great evening. I was 8/10 asleep before I started this. And, and now I'm thinking I might as well stay awake till it's time to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 3. Okay, number 3. 3 weeks in the charts, peaks so far at number 3. I think it went to number 2. I don't think it got to number 1. This is a straightforward 1970s pop band who I thought had died before this, had gone and had disappeared, but obviously I was wrong. How do I give you a clue for the song? Because if I give you the name of the song, you're just going to go, okay. It's incredibly misogynistic lyrically, and talking about what ladies will do occasionally and what they won't do occasionally.
That doesn't narrow it down, does it? A misogynistic lyric.
Band could be described as people who may frequent a Formula One racetrack. Or Aintree, or
Aintree.
Aintree, or the Epsom Derby, or one of those sorts of things.
And this is the band?
Yeah.
So we're talking horses?
No. Well, Formula One's not horses, is it, God?
That's true. Racers.
Go on.
Racing.
No.
Race. A,
B, C, D.
E.
There you go.
Racy. Some girls do, some girls won't.
Some girls do, some girls don't.
Some girls do, some girls. I think I've played that one before, actually, on the wireless. And why not?
The most misogynistic of those. The girls is worse.
A sailor?
No. Maybe it's not girls. One of the soul groups. Is one that's got this classic line that says, "Those that aren't good looking are good at cooking." No, really, you can't say that.
It was the 70s, Jazzy.
It was the 70s.
It don't make it right, but it was the 70s. Blimey.
Oh yeah, some girls. I think it got to number 2. Some girls.
It certainly didn't get to number 1. No, it didn't get to.
But if you'd asked me, I'd have said it was 74, 75. So what do I know?
Yeah, that's a bit later on than you'd think for them. It's almost, it's not glam, is it? It's like a glam pop rather than
glam pop,
glam rock.
That's about right, yeah.
Like Slick, maybe something along those. Do you remember Slick?
Wasn't Slick like
Ms. Band? Yeah. Ms. Band.
I don't know why I did this. He's going to those, didn't he? It'd be O Venice Beach.
That's the one. Yeah, that didn't work on Spotify either. That what it
No,
really
it
did.
probably didn't know.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
nothing
yeah.
works.
Okay.
Right, okay. Number two, we're nearly there, mate. You can go home in a minute.
Yeah,
But you are home, but you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah.
Right, Peaks at number two. I don't think it's got to number one. Um, okay, for the band, here's a clue for the band. In London colloquialism, you might call your girlfriend one of these. You might refer to her as your something or other. Um,
Yeah. In London, quite a bird,
no, a bit more polite than that. A bit more cuddly.
baby, babe,
No, that was the clue in there. A bit more cuddly.
bit more cuddly.
If you give
Teddy
someone a
bear,
cuddle, what might you do to them?
hug.
Yeah.
Um, what might you do to them? What, after the hug?
During the
Uh,
hug, you give them a hug, and if you hug too tight, you what do you do?
Squeeze.
There you
Oh
go.
my word, yeah.
And if
Squeeze at the band. So actually they had three number twos, I think, in
oh,
'79.
did
So it
they?
could be. Yeah, I think they did.
This one's a
They,
bit chilly.
this one was well. They had. I think Call for Cats made number two. So that is Chili. Is that the one? Call
That
for
is
Cats.
chilly, isn't it? Yeah. Cool
That's the
cats, yeah.
one.
That is the
All right,
one.
and Up the Junction was a number two, and I think they had another one as well.
Don't know.
Ooh, was it labelled with love? Maybe that was. Maybe that was 70. Maybe that was after. Anyway, Squeeze and Call for Cats. What a great song that is.
It's a fantastic song. Lyrically, it's
He
astounding.
was a great lyricist, though. Still is.
Yeah.
Chris Difford. Yeah,
Yeah. The Sweeney's doing 90 because they got no place to go.
yeah,
Out comes their missus, always looks a bleeding same.
yeah.
Like,
It was a shed
who
up
thinks of
Heathrow,
that?
wasn't
Huh?
it? Took her home, gave the dog a bone. Yeah,
Yeah, gave the dog a bone, yeah.
cheeky. Right,
Right,
finally, number one.
number one. We're
Right,
nearly there, and
we'll,
you can release me from ever having to do this again. You can sack me after this.
no, 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 not at all. But I'm trying to be revolutionary here and try and guess the song and the band before you
Oh, go
even
on
get
then.
it. That'll be.
Go on
I'm
then.
thinking '79, and we haven't had them yet.
It's Pete's
So
at number one. I'll tell you that.
thanks a lot. Okay, I could have worked that one out actually.
7 weeks in the charts.
I'm thinking, okay. Off the top of my head, I'm just going to go Blondie, Heart of Glass. No.
No.
Okay.
In fact, no.
Completely not.
Completely no.
I only said that in tribute to Clem Burke, of course, the drummer who
Of
passed
course.
away
Yeah,
at the end of the
yeah.
day.
And every tribute
Other
should be
number
paid.
ones were there in '79. It wasn't like a novelty hit, was it?
No. No.
All right. Oh, thought there was going to be a little bit more to that.
Well,
No,
it,
but yes.
it was part of a film score. Does that make it a novelty hit?
No.
No. Okay.
Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
Art
Yeah.
Garfunkel.
Right, by Mr. Garfunkel himself. He's only number one, I believe.
That I
He
do
didn't
know.
get to.
You are
He didn't get to number one
incorrect.
with Breakaway. I'm incorrect.
You're incorrect because he only had, I think, I'm right in saying this. I could check this out. I'm pretty certain. Well, his first two solo hits, were both number one. The first one was I Only Have Eyes for You, and the second one was Bright Eyes. And then I think he had another hit as a duo with somebody, and that didn't get
Simon?
anywhere in the chart really. But no, it's pretty impressive. It could have been like he's only had two hits, two singles solo, and they all hit singles, and they both got to number one.
I
So
didn't know
Bright
that.
Eyes,
I
yeah,
didn't know that for you
from
was number one.
Watership Down, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mike Batt, was it? Mike Batt?
I think it was Mike Batt, yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
He must
Womble
have written
himself.
it, did he? He must
Huh?
have written it, did he? He
He
wrote it,
wrote
yeah.
Bright Eyes, yeah.
Probably produced it as well. And Art Garfunkel just released an album.
Really?
Yes,
Can he still sing?
he can still sing. Actually, I
Brilliant.
played a track from him a few weeks back. Maybe I should play some more. With his son,
Oh, excellent.
Art
His
Garfunkel Jr.
his son must
I
be
think
getting
it
on a
is.
bit by now as well.
Well, yeah, but I mean, yeah, he's definitely still got a voice.
Excellent.
He's
He had
such a great voice, Art Garfunkel.
oh, fantastic! Like the two of them between them, Garfunkel, Simon and Garfunkel's voices just blended
Fine,
so well,
superbly, didn't they? Yeah, yeah.
just so well. And they did it. If you listen to some of the tracks, you can't follow the tune on one of the voices. So the tune is picked up by both voices as they took the harmony above and the harmony below, and the tune goes through the two voices to get there. It's just genius.
That's what you call harmonies, isn't it?
It's what you call harmonies,
Yeah.
and they're just
Well, that is
beautiful.
it. That is the chart from this week in
That is a chart.
1979.
Colin, you did really well.
I did.
I'm
I got
gonna.
a few clues along the way, though. But yeah,
Well, I
I
think
mean,
the clues were what helped. I think I was brilliant at it.
you were brilliant at it, and you did a lot better than me. Your clues will be a lot better than mine. I'm going to have to give some clues to Stinky Pete next week because we're going to do an album chart when he comes
Right.
back from the Oman. Is it
Mm.
the Oman or is it Oman?
Oh, I
I
have
get
no
told
idea.
off because I once mistakenly said the Ukraine.
No.
I know,
Oh, you
didn't like
can't
that.
do that.
No, that's what he told me.
Oh, that's lynching time.
I know, and he hasn't been back since. So he hasn't been.
He gets
I must
very
have
touchy
upset him.
about that.
Yes, he is.
Interestingly,
Yes.
the Ukrainians that work for me don't care about it at all.
Yeah, fair enough. It's just Pete that gets upset then.
He's a funny bloke. Bless you.
He's bloke. Clearly, he doesn't run in the family then.
I do love him. I really do. He's such good fun.
Yeah, he is. He's a good sport. He's a good
Oh, he's
sport.
a lovely fella.
And he'll be back next week. Thank you very much, Jeff. We've
Oh,
done the
you're
79.
welcome.
We were going to do Elvis. We didn't. He left the building and we did the chart in its place. So we'll do Elvis in a couple of weeks' time. And maybe you can join us. Well, we could have a foursome.
But it's never been done.
It's never, well, has it ever been done? It might have
I
been
don't
done.
know.
It might have been done I think we might have had a foursome once. But anyway, we could do it in a couple of weeks. But thank you very much for this.
Thank
Been
you for
always
having me
good fun
again.
doing these charts. Always good fun. Get my brain working a little bit. Working out the clues that people are giving me as well, which is probably harder than actually
It's hard
remembering the
enough
songs
working out the clues in
themselves.
the first place.
No. Well, we got there in the end.
We did.
And,
You did really well,
and
mate. I really
And
enjoyed it. Thank you.
thanks very much, Jeff. I'll probably speak to you in the morning anyway with your requests for the show tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Well, this podcast will be posted to the usual places in the coming days or over the weekend. Well, that is over the coming days, really. Spotify being the main one. We are live on Facebook, as I forgot to say at the start, but we're just about to finish. Live on Twitter as well, on X, and also on the Real CBW Productions YouTube channel. We're there. Sadly, though, we will not ever be on, especially when we mentioned frigging and the rigging. We will not ever be on
That's it. You're
the
banned.
BBC. No, we're banned. So all I've got left to say tonight is it's a good night from me.
It's a good night from him.